Welcome back, guys. Recognize this? Oh, yeah, it's built in London. We are back. And you know what? I was really thinking, like, when I kind of sat down, like, before I logged in, I sat down. You know, I'll kind of zoom over so you can have a bit of a look and kind of reacquaint yourself with the city. When I first logged in, I was like, well, just before I logged in, I was like, there was a bit of trepidation. I was like, what the hell am I going to do? You know? And then when I got the loading screen, you know, when you kind of load up like a new game or a game you haven't played, you know, for a while, and you suddenly remember like what excited you about the game when you played it, and you get that little rush. Yep. I got that feeling. Here's the Shard over here, and coming up to the London Eye and Westminster. And so anyway, right, so I got that kind of little rush. Now, I'm going to actually pause the game because my train stations aren't in. And I'll talk to you about that in a minute. Oh, look, and there's Canary Wharf over there. Cool. Yeah, so my little rush didn't last very long because, like, pretty much the first thing that I did was, because I was looking at the map and I was kind of up at this kind of level, and I was thinking, right, okay, what am I going to do? I need to fix the train stations, and I spotted an aeroplane right over here that was coming into land, and I thought, oh, I want to see a plane. No, it was just over here because I was going to show it to you guys, like coming over Canary Wharf Tower to land in here, and I thought, oh, that'd be really cool to show the guys. But when I followed, right, when I like, let's see if I can click on one of these vehicles. No, apparently I can't select a single vehicle. What the hell? No, okay. Don't know why that is. Oh, it's because I'm in free cam. That's why. So yeah. When I went to follow and went down to first person cam, and you'll notice I'm not in first person cam at the moment. When I went down to first person cam, I couldn't get out. Why? Because the first person cam that I was using, which was enhanced zoom, is now broken, right? Along with several other mods. So I've just spent the last 3 hours just screwing around with mods, and which I have to say didn't put me in the best frame of mind. And and it sent me on a train of thought, which I'll tell you about in a minute. But then I started playing around with something else, which leads us into a whole other thing. You know what? There's so many things I want to talk to you about. I'm not going to keep up with them if I keep sort of saying, oh, I'll talk to you about that one later. So, mods. Like, is it just me, guys? And by the way, this isn't going to be like a rant and a bitching session, but this is just something that, like, I really hope the people at Colossal Order are watching this, because I think they've kind of lost the plot a little bit. Like, first-person cam, right? Why isn't first-person cam built into the base game by now? Like, really? You know, what we want the modders to be doing is producing freaking awesome assets like these, right? To enhance our cities. And okay, like some of the traffic mods and whatever, yeah, you can understand that maybe some of that stuff doesn't get built in. But something like a first-person cam mod, why the hell aren't they sitting there at Colossal Order going through like the most popular mods and going, right, okay, let's see, first person cam. Oh Christ, well we could do that. And then just build it into the base game so we don't have our mods keep breaking all the damn time. It does, I don't know about you guys, but it does get annoying. Right, moving on to the next thing, and the thing that kind of got me switched back onto this, because I don't know whether you've noticed, but I have got that little bit of excitement in my voice. I went down to Purley, took a little ride down to Purley to test something out. And I'm going to have to turn the game on, which is probably going to cause some issues, but we'll deal with that in a bit. So, I just went down here, right, and I went to policies. Now, I have loaded, as well as loading some new mods, I've loaded some new assets. And this is going to get me onto the whole theme of getting back to basics. So, you know what, before I do this, let's go back over to Kingston for a second, where we started this whole thing. Now, do you remember, now here's Kingston upon Thames. Let's get out of this policy thing for a second so you can see. Here's Kingston upon Thames, and do you remember the amount of time that we spent, like, just on Kingston, right? and we were working on getting these row houses in and trying to make these, you know, this area look like, like Victorian terraced rows and whatever. Without like massive success. I mean, it kind of looks sort of okay, but it doesn't really look like, you wouldn't look at this and go, oh, that's Kingston. You know, it's kind of sort of generic, you know, British housing, but you wouldn't really go, oh, those are the Victorian terraces in Kingston. Like, some of them are kind of sort of similar. Like, when I originally put them in, I was looking at like the bay windows and stuff like that. It was like, oh yeah, you know. But then you kind of step back and you look at it over time, and it's like, yeah. So anyway, right, that gets us into what we're going to do first. And that's not what I want. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to policies, and I'm going to set a city-wide policy, a theme. I'm going to enable theme management for this city, which no doubt many of you will be going, yes! And we're going to have Victorian London, 1850 to 1880. A lot of the houses in London were built in Victorian times. Lot. Not obviously all, and that gets us into a whole thing. But this is what we're going to talk about. So, we're going to turn that on. Okay? Right, done. Then we're going to head over to Purley, and I'm going to kind of show you, because Purley's like a good example. Where's Purley? Purley's over here. Here we go. Right. Do you remember when we put like these kind of residential rows in? Right? Yeah, you do. Good. All right. Well, I want to show you this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to demolish this. Now, some of the eagle-eyed amongst you, and there are many, will have noticed. Look at the RCI. The RCI is maxed out. Yeah, that's because I'm using the Super Demand mod. And if you want to know any of the mods that I'm using, check out Skye's London collection. It's on the workshop, and there'll be a link in the video description. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of that blooming tree as well. Is I'm going to knock down all of these houses. And of course, now that I've got the Super Demand mod, they're all going to instantly repopulate. Now, I was in two minds about installing the Super Demand mod, because if you go to the Super Demand mod page, you will see people going, this broke my game. So, if it breaks my game, I'm going to shout at you lot, because you lot have been saying, get the Demand mod, get the Demand mod. Right, so, and it immediately repopulates with these Victorian house models. Now, there aren't a lot of them. There isn't a lot of variety in this particular theme. But don't worry. But like, just hang on a second. You'll see. We are going somewhere with this. Now, again, I'm going to put a road on this end because it looks silly with the not like hooked up. So let's put in. Just kind of hook this up right at this end. That's better. Now, this is a kind of a typical layout that you get in London. You know, the straight road. You get a lot of this in kind of like South London. Areas like, you know, Clapham and like round there. You will see streets which are like absolutely exactly like this. My mate Jamie used to live in Clapham. I used to spend a lot of time around there. Now, these ones that are building now, these are the level 1 buildings, and I think they look fairly awful, right? And you're probably looking at this and thinking, oh my God, Skye, this is like not a step forward. This is a step backward. Wait. Bear with me. What I do like about these houses, though, is that, like, these gardens, right? I need to be able to put a fence, like, down the middle, like, in between these. And I'm pretty sure, now that I've got things like prop and tree anarchy sorted out, that I'm going to be able to do things like that. And like while this is getting to the next stage, that is kind of ultimately what I want to show you. Let me talk for a second about getting back to basics. Like this whole thing, you guys, I think, loved it when I was doing like the Kingston area and stuff, and the attention to detail and trying to get it to look like the way You know, like more accurate, more realistic. So yeah, that is exactly what I'm going to try and do. And when I put this in and went, now this is one that's upgraded to the next level. Now look at this. This is absolutely freaking awesome. This is exactly like so many rows of houses in London. You know, as soon as you see like the chimney pots and the cheap plastic swings in the back garden and the IKEA patio dining table, this is what the backyards of London's terraced areas look like. Like it really is. And when we start to get some more of these upgrading, which they will do fairly quickly. Have I got this? Now, you know what? I'm running it on slow. There we go. Let's speed this up so we get some more upgrading. You're going to quickly see that these rows start to look very cool. While that's doing that, I want to show you something else, right? Because, like, the next problem is, well, okay, that's fine, right? Well, let's do some commercial. So we've got a nice commercial. You know what? I'm going to get rid of that tree. It's way too big. Let's get rid of this commercial stuff, right? And we'll have a nice commercial area down here. Except that nothing happens. Why? Because there are no commercial properties in the theme that I've selected for the city. Okay, well, we can sort that out. Let's go to policies and we'll add to the citywide theme UK terrace shops and pubs, right? Not all buildings are loaded. I don't know why it does that, because I've checked that and I can't see what's not loaded. But never mind. Anyway, and immediately they start spawning because we've got the blooming RCI mod. This is another gripe, right? I don't know what you guys think. I don't think RCI works properly, and I don't think it's worked properly since day one. It works when you first start your city, but once you get up to, I don't know, like a few tens of thousands, it stops working. It's weird. And instantly, we get something that looks a hell of a lot more like a British high street. Now, what I need is more variety, okay? Because we're getting, like a lot of shops. And it's like when you get two together, here you go, like you got two together. You got two Sainsbury's locals right next to each other. I need to get more variety into this theme, right? But that is exactly what I'm going to do, and I'm going to spend a lot of time with the assets, and with the themes, trying to build them up. And we're also going to build up like multiple themes, right? Because let's leave. How much of this is upgraded now? Oh, that one's just disappeared. What did it do? Burn down or something? I have no idea. We'll see. We'll come back to this when a few. Yeah, see, it's rebuilding. We'll come back when a few more have upgraded, because I want to show you that. But if we head over to the city, for example, the city. This is one of the things that's really been kind of annoying me about the build, because let's face it, this looks nothing like the buildings in London. Like, absolutely nothing like the buildings in London. So what I need to do is find a bunch of assets and like populate a theme with buildings that do actually look like London. Now these ones, like this, that is a building that I would say is acceptable in London, right? But like stuff like that, these European buildings, they just don't work at all. And you guys have commented at this on the past, and I was kind of like, well, what can I do about it? But recently there do seem to, like over the past few months, to have been quite a lot of assets added to stuff like that. Right, let's pause this for a second. No, I don't want to pause it. It's kind of wrecking the city, though. Now, one other thing. There's so many things to tell you and show you and talk about. You'll see all over the place these little crime symbols. Let's have a look at the crime situation. The crime situation. Crime is low, right? And we seem to have enough jails And yeah, we've got crime symbols like all over the place. I mean, look, there's just crime symbols freaking everywhere. Crime rate is high. No, it's not. Like, what the hell is going on? So, I really need to do something about this. Now, I don't, like, I mean, I can put in some prisons, because we haven't actually got any prisons in at the moment. And, like, maybe that will help a lot. So, I'm going to look up the locations of places like, I don't know, like, obviously, Wandsworth has a famous prison. Where's Wandsworth? Wandsworth's over here. There's Putney. That's, yeah, here's Wandsworth. The ones here, into the Wandsworth one-way system. Oh dear, the hours that I have spent sitting in the blooming traffic jams in the Wandsworth one-way system round here, unfreaking believable. Now let's see. So you got Tibbetts Corner here, and you come down West Hill, right into the one-way system, right here. And it's this bit. This is the Wandsworth one-way system. And it's a freaking nightmare. Like, seriously. Because, like, all the traffic, basically all the traffic going out to the southwest, right? And there's a lot of it. You know, you've got God knows how many million people drive into London every day. If you're coming from, like, the southwest, so like a cone, like anywhere out here, right? You've got to come up Roehampton Vale, which is a nice big, you know, 3-lane road. You know, like, well, 3 lanes on either side, so 6-lane road, right? And then you suddenly go into this stupid 2-lane road. You know what? I'm looking at that and thinking, I've got to change that, because this is West Hill, and West Hill is tree-lined. So that needs to be changed to be tree-lined. See, this is we're having a major change, guys. We're going to try and get some, like, decent accuracy. Upgrade road. So, here we go. So, boom, boom, boom. Have I done that with a... That's, yeah, 2-lane road. I thought I'd done that with a one-way road then. And, boom, boom. That looks a bit better. There we go. A few trees down there. That's much more like West Hill. But the houses and stuff aren't. And that's what I've got to change. Right, so, what the hell was I whittering on about at that point before I started? Oh, yeah. There's a famous prison in Wandsworth. And I need to find out exactly where the prison is. I don't know. I mean, I can have a quick look. I don't actually know where it is. Where's the prison? The schools, which are prisons for small people. Where the hell is Wandsworth Prison? Seriously, I don't even know, like, roughly where it is. No idea. But there are plenty of other prisons in London, and I'll look up a few, and we'll put a few prisons in to kind of deal with that issue. Now, while we're on the subject of putting buildings in, I do try, like, each episode to put in, like, you know, one landmark. I can't do it in every episode because there aren't that many landmarks. But this episode, we can put in a landmark. Oh, yeah. Now, over here, we've got London Bridge. And then this will be Southwark Bridge. And then this will be... This is Westminster Bridge. So this is... oh, God, I don't know what bridge... What bridge is that? This is Southwark. This is... I don't know. Let's bring up the map. Oh, that's Waterloo Bridge. Yeah, of course it is. No, that's not... Yeah, it is. Yeah, because this is Waterloo here. And that's Waterloo Bridge. Of course it is, you bonehead. The number of times I've got the train into Waterloo and walked across Waterloo Bridge and I don't remember what it is. Freaking idiot. Let's pause the game just for a sec. And, yeah. So, London Bridge, Southwark Bridge. Now... in here, between Waterloo Bridge and Southwark Bridge, is the Tate Modern Gallery. Now, let's bring the map up and see if I can actually see if it's on the map. Oh, here you go, Art Gallery. Now, hang on, that's... Oh, see, we've got Blackfriars. Am I missing a bridge? Ah, we're missing a bridge. We're missing a bridge, guys. We've got, unless I've got like the map screwed up. There's Tower Bridge, then London Bridge. Yeah, we're missing a bridge. We haven't put Southwark Bridge in. Good Lord, how have I not got Southwark Bridge in? Okay, well, we need to put that in. And yeah, in between them, in between Southwark Bridge and Blackfriars Bridge, is this art gallery, the Tate Modern. And it's just been added, literally, I don't know, in the last couple of days, by some very nice guy. So it goes in about here. Now, let's see. I haven't looked at it yet. I thought I'd save that. It's level 6. Here it is. The Tate Modern, London. Now, how big is this thing? Ooh. Ooh, that's a good size. That's a good size. Now, it needs to face forward. And it's going to be fitting it in that's kind of the issue. We may have to tinker with the roads a little bit. Let's have a tinker, shall we? Everybody likes a good tinker. Right, let's see if it'll fit in now. Probably won't, but now it's going to need to be right. We're going to need to take that road in, and then we'll put the road down the side of it. Does that might sound like a plan? Sounds like a plan to me. So we'll take that out, take that section out. Now we should be able to put the thing in. Yeah, there we go. Right, so now do we plop it in like that, or do we kind of, because I want stuff down there, so I think we'll give it a bit of room like that. Yeah, boom. So the Tate Modern goes in, and then we'll have to put our roads back in. So we want a road. Oh, I got it on upgrade. Got to learn how to play again now. So let's bring this road along here and along the back. Oh, you won't do it. Won't do it. So, all right then. What, like, seriously, why won't that do that? Let's take you off there. What the hell is space already occupied? By what? Seriously, I don't understand why that's not going in. What's in the way? Let's demolish these buildings. Let's see if we can find out what the hell's it. Oh, there's a bit of road. Oh, what the hell? The hell is that? Oh, it's a tube station. Ow. Well, I can't get rid of that. Well, I can, but it means I've got to... Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Okay, I'll tell you what. For now... Now, which way round is this? It's going to be the wrong way round as well. It's going to be facing this way, isn't it? Oh, good grief. Oh, man. Oh, I hate having to redo the blooming tubes. That's a bit... You know what? That's going to have to stay like that for a minute. So... But if, like, eventually I'll hook this up. And... Oh, no. Let's do it the other way. So we'll come off this at 90 degrees. Down to here. And then... Right. So that's going to have to stay, like, unconnected to the road. Just for now. I know I'll kind of figure that out. I need to hook that road up as well, don't I? Yeah. So, you know what? Let's just get rid of it. And we'll put it in again. So, yeah, it's like probably about the best that we can do. Like that. Alright, cool. Let's rezone that. It's offices, isn't it, around here? Let's get the brush. My God, it's been so long since I've played. Man, got to remember how to play. Oh, there's a little bit of commercial in there. What's that doing there? Alright. Okay, so we've got the Tate Modern. Should we have a look? Now, obviously, I don't have the first-person cam at the moment. So, you know what? Let's just knock these buildings down so we can actually see it. There we go. Cool. Look at this. Look at this Tate Modern city skylines. That's cool, isn't it? But it's kind of like, I mean, the Tate Modern is not the world's nicest looking building. Like, what is it that, like, some art galleries and stuff, like, who the hell designed this? Like, seriously, that was the best you could do? You would think that it would be, you know, like, really modern and whatever. It's not. But there you go. So we've got the Tate Modern in. So we've got a landmark for this episode. Woohoo! Party! Let's head back down to Pearly and see. When I paused it, had it done enough? Yeah, we start. Yeah, look. All of this down here has upgraded. And, like, that is the kind of look that we want. Now, that could be a street in Clapham. Seriously, like, you talk to anybody who lives in London or knows London fairly well, and they'll go, yeah. So many streets in London that look exactly like that. So I'm very, very pleased with that. I'm going to have to do, like I said, like a lot of work, like trying to find assets and working on getting the British High Street looking, you know, something like. The other thing that's kind of worth mentioning is this is what a British High Street looks like, with the buildings like right next to each other, like even without these tiny little gaps, but like you can kind of just about live with those little gaps, but right, they should be like right next to each other. But as soon as you start putting a little bit of a curve in, you get these great big gaps, which is not what we want. So I think to get a better look, let's get rid of those. Get rid of the ones on this side as well. I don't know what I just demolished. I think I demolished some electricity pylons or something. Let's get rid of this stuff. This is a 6-lane with green bits on the side. Grass verges, we call them. So... Oh, you... Seriously? You want... Oh, man. I'm going to try and... Oh, no, it'll hook up that way. Okay, weird. I'm going to have to use more straight roads so that we get, you know, closer to what we're trying to achieve. Let's go to zoning. Let's get the little brush. And we'll... oops, that's not what I wanted. I want... we want low density, don't we? Yeah. And then pop that in. Just a couple of rows. Alright, let's take it off pause and see how that looks once that repopulates. And I'm hoping it's going to look like a hell of a lot better. So instead of getting 3 shops in there, we're now going to have like 4, maybe even 5. And it just looks denser, and it looks more like how an English high street should look. Yeah, look, there's a shop burning down. It's probably a Saturday afternoon up by the Arsenal. The Arsenal and Tottenham Hotspurs fans rioting. Chelsea fans aren't like that. We don't set fire to buildings. No. No, apparently we just abuse people on Parisian tubes. God, that was disgraceful, wasn't it? Like it was an embarrassing day to be a Chelsea supporter when that. But you still do get these blooming gaps and things, which I'm not a big fan of. So yeah, so I think this episode, now here's another point that I wanted to make, guys. You guys have been nagging, and I mean seriously nagging me to play Skylines again, and I am playing Skylines again. So I am now going to nag you guys. I expect lots and lots and lots of comments on this episode, right? I've talked about loads of different things. I've talked about like the mods and, you know, the developers building like really obvious mods like the first person cam into the base game. We've talked about, you know, setting up the themes and stuff. And I want your comments on it. Like, am I heading in the right direction? Is this what you want to see? Do you want to see like more of the detail work with me yakking on about God knows what? Or do you want time lapses or whatever? Now I know some of you will want one thing and some of you will want another, right? But I want to kind of get a feel for what you guys want from City Skylines going forward. So there you go. That's that. Right, so yeah. I was going to go up here, wasn't I, and start putting this in. Now, I think what we'll do is put this stupid bloomin' train station in. Let's pause it while I do this. We'll put this stupid bloomin' train station back in. I'm still annoyed with this guy for changing this, because I think I'm going to have to mess around with the tubes as well. Which is going to mean, like, a lot of messing around. And it's kind of why I wanted to get this episode kind of underway, because I knew that I was going to have to do a lot of work offline. Now, you're probably saying, well, why didn't you do that stuff before you started the episode? And the answer is, I was going to, but if I'd have done that, you wouldn't have got an episode today, and I'm going to try really, really hard to stick to the schedule. Let's bring this all back so we can see what the hell we're doing. Probably going to have to move some roads and tinker around with stuff, but we'll see. So, well, what the hell do I want? I want trains. Where are we? Trains. And we want the modular thingy-bob-bumajig. That's the full platform thing. Yeah, that's the Aarhus. Here it is. It's these. So we want to start off with an M1, which would go in there. But of course, now it's too long to fit in with that bloomin' tube. So we've got to take the drain out, which I have to say I'm not pleased about, because this didn't used to have a tube attached to it. Now it's got a tube attached to it, so it's bigger. And so yeah, I mean, if he was going to do it, at least put a double one on, you know, put a cross, you know, so you can connect two tube lines up to it. Then at least I could have had the drain connected directly to this. But as it is, it's freaking almost useless. Well, I can have this is the Jubilee line going off over here. So at least we can hook the Jubilee line up properly, I suppose. But it does mean I'm going to have to redo the drain. I'm going to have to redo the Jubilee line. And if I'm redoing the Jubilee line, then that goes beyond the Tate Modern, so I can do that at the same time. So at least that's a good thing. But I'm going to have to... I've got to put this train station in. I've got to put Victoria in. Where's Victoria? Victoria's over here. You can see that's missing as well. And then I've got to redo all the train lines coming into those two stations, which is all the train lines that I put in before. It's very freaking frustrating, let me tell you. Ah, dear. Is it good to have me back? Ranting and raving about things which are kind of like, just deal with it. It is what it is, Skye. Move on. Right, let's get rid of that. We're gonna have to, we're gonna have to get rid of that as well. And I'm just wondering about, should I actually like square this up or something in some way? I don't know. I don't know. I think we'll live with it. Okay, so let's get my M1. Now, oh, I've got to get rid of the tube bit as well. Dope. Dope. Let's get rid of that and that bit. That should be enough. Look at this poor tube. Poor guys. That poor train driver is like, somebody just deleted the entire tube network. I'm stuck here underground. We're buried alive. Yes, we're back. We're back. What the hell am I doing? I don't know. I'm still trying to put this blubber thing in. Right, now, finally, we can put the damn thing in. Now, we've got that road there. I'm thinking, like, do I leave kind of enough on the corner to put the drain in there? Let's see. Well, how far can we go forward before we run it? Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's going to have to go there, because otherwise I've got to start deleting these. Well, mind you, I'm going to have to start deleting them anyway, because they don't line up anymore. Good Lord. See what I mean? All because he decided, oh, I want to add a tube to this. Why didn't you leave the original one and just do a new one? Why did you have to delete the original? Now, that was a rant. Right, so then we can put 1, 2, Now, is there a... There's 2 left. Oh, no, I've put the wrong ones in. I've put the wrong ones in, guys. That's not right. Confirm duration. Yeah. And so let's do that again. So M1 goes in there. Then we've got M2 center, and then this is the M2 left, which goes on the edge. So this should be... Oh no, that's a set. No, I was right the first time. No, yeah. Sorry, my bad. This is the one where you can have trains going through the station, which is one of the things that he also added to this. It wasn't just adding the tube. So I'm being totally unfair to him. I mean, it's a really nice station, but that's my prerogative. I could be totally unfair about it. Right, so we've got to move those tracks over a little bit, but that shouldn't interfere too much. All right, cool. So we've got our new Waterloo Station. We need to, I need to look at Waterloo Station, like from the outside, and kind of figure out what kind of buildings we want inside, outside. Waterloo Station doesn't really look a hell of a lot like this. I don't know, maybe I can find an even better station, but I don't think so. So we need to do the bloomin' train tracks again. So let's take, I don't want to take it all the way back. Let's get a train track. If you're going to trains, Skye, it would work better. Where's my train tracks? Where have the train tracks moved to? Oh, they're down here. Train tracks. That's the... Yeah, those are the one-way ones. So, can I... Oh, seriously? I can't hook that up to that? Man. Okay. What about... Ah, there we go. So I can delete that. I can delete that section and then do the same thing on that one. So, see, now I can delete that. And then get this and do the same thing here. Like that. And delete that section and then delete that section. Alright. Now, I am looking at it and think, like, should I, like, do it again? Like, and line it up a bit better and stuff. I don't know. The thing is, I kind of need to decide, if I'm going to do that, I kind of need to decide to do it now. Yeah, you know what? If we're doing the whole accuracy thing, then yeah, this needs to come in straighter. Because it is a very straight run into Waterloo. So, let's just do it like that. And like that. That I'm happy with. And then we want to come off here. And hook up to that. And then from about the same place. And hook up to that. There we go. That's better, isn't it? It was worth taking the time and doing it properly. Yeah. We've got a little lumpy bumpy bit here, but to be honest, I'm not going to worry about that too much. And we've managed to keep 2 tiles down the side of here, so we can actually have some buildings down here. That's good. Alrighty, so that's that. We're still going to do Victoria. I don't think we're done. Oh no, that bloke's caused me untold problems. Oh. You gotta have a good moan every once in a while. See, now I'm gonna have to frickin' change. Like, how do I get this in without having to redo the bloomin'? That's the circle line and the district line. I'm not redoing all of that as well, for God's sake. I might put a different station in here. I mean, I really like this station as well. It's freaking annoying. Oh, that's the right-hand side, isn't it? Yeah. That should have been the outside one on this one. Where's Waterloo again? That should have been the outside on that one, shouldn't it? Oh no, that's going... No, yeah, I remember now what he did. Because it only had these left-hand platforms. So, like, if you put that in... Let's just turn this around. So, if you put this in, your trains could only go to the left, and they had to stop. So what he did was he redeveloped it so that you could have platforms going to the left or to the right, right, or straight through trains. And that's why he did these modules. I still don't understand why he had to delete the original, right, and cause us so much grief. So annoying. Right, so, like, what other, I don't know, what other station could we use for Victoria? The European main station, we're using that in Zurich, and it's way too big for this. But maybe Aarhus is a possibility. There's Atocha station as well. Now this is a single. It's actually a Japanese station. Let's get somewhere where we can actually see the damn thing. Let's plop it in over here. So, what does it look like? I mean, it's not, you know, it's not totally. It's only got single platform though. That's the only kind of problem with that. And the building itself, like, could I live with that? Yeah, I kind of could. But, yeah, what else? What are other options have we got for a Victoria station? So, that's the European main station. We can't use that. I am going to look. You know what? I may have to go and have a bit of a search and see if I can find something. This is Aarhus. That's 4 platforms. Which, I think that's a little bit excessive. That's just too small. You know, I'm going to go and have a look at the assets. Like, rather than put something crap in, I'm going to go and have a look at the assets and see if I can find something a bit better, guys. So, you know what? I've no idea how long I've been wittering on. I don't know whether it's been like 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. I've no idea. I'm going to end the episode here. And, yeah. I'm just trying to think if there's anything like huge that I was going to say that I haven't said. No. So, comments. I want feedback. I want all kinds of comments about all the stuff that I've been talking about, and let me know. The primary one is, am I headed in the right direction with this kind of getting back to basics, getting down to the detail, and trying to make this place actually look like the centre and suburbs of London? I will catch you for the next one. Oh, by the way, video schedule. If you want to know when these videos are appearing, check out the video schedule on my website. There's a link in the video description. I'll catch you for the next one. Peace out.